was born just after the war, 1946. I was part of the bulge. That's the babies that were born after the troops were demobbed. In those days, boys would ask, "What did your father do in the war?" They never asked, "What did your mother do in the war?" My mother was in the Royal Air Force, the WAFs, and that's where she met my dad. But that's another story. Whatever your dad did in the war, you see as the normal. So when I saw all these flags and souvenirs, postcards, I thought that's normal. They were all for Canada. Why was he in Canada?
The general boys who were sent to Canada were usually people that had gone to grammar school, mainly to become pilots or navigators, but mainly pilots.
But my dad wasn't a pilot or a navigator. He was ground crew. From what I've been able to find out, my dad was in many different places in Canada, but mainly he was at Lake Louise, and that's where the photographs are taken. But what was happening at Lake Louise? Lake Louise is miles from anywhere. It's in the National Park's beauty spot. But what's there? Plenty of snow, ice, and trees. A strange man appeared on one of the many lakes. His name was Geoffrey Pike, and he was known to Winston Churchill and Lord Mountbatten. And he made the discovery, if you mix sawdust and ice, you get an incredibly hard substance. These lakes, Lake Louise, were testing grounds for the most incredible device. It was an aircraft carrier made of sawdust and ice. And of course, what is there in abundance there, apart from the snow, ice and wood? The sad truth is that the aircraft carrier of ice never actually materialised. Shortly after the war, Geoffrey Pike took his own life. I don't know exactly what my father did at Lake Louise, but I really like to think that he was part of this strange project.